got into you lot tonight, eh? Yeah. Halfway already. Over halfway now because of Mr. the Kev. Mr. Demogorgon. I can't get you loose wishes yet. I'll have to wait till she comes downstairs before I can get you loose wishes. Oh, for fuck's sake. Adrian with the one as well. I'll get to all these. I'll have to get you loose wishes later. Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another week of beautiful content. Well, I say that. Another week of unprofessional waffling content, obviously. What more do you want from the channel? Welcome back, you beautiful human beings. Hope you've had a wonderful weekend. I had a great weekend, actually. I've had a lovely weekend. If you want to know how some of the weekend went, exclamation mark Vag chat. I think if I'm going to vag, more often than not, I'm going to vag at the weekends. Right? I think it makes more sense than vagging for like 3 hours on a Monday afternoon and then vagging for... and then coming on and doing this stream, etc. I think it makes more sense to do... Oh, fuck me, Team. Jesus Christ. I think it makes more sense for me to do that way. So if you want to hang out with me at the weekend... Vag. Exclamation mark Vag. Or exclamation mark gaming, if you don't like the idea of writing Vag in the channel. Welcome back. The other thing you can do for me, you wonderful people, if you haven't already, 130 people watching, only 30 people have done this. Hit the like button if you enjoy the content. Smash subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification icon if you want to be notified of future uploads and live events like this one. Or you can become a member in Discord, hang out in Discord, hit the right reaction roll, and you'll be notified every single time we live drop a new video or schedule a stream, right? Excuse me. And you get to come and hang out with us. If you haven't figured this out, if you're watching on demand and you haven't figured this out, all our content currently, pretty much 95% of our content is live. Live is the place to be. And you get to hang out in chat with these fucking legends. I can't keep up with the tracker at the moment, let alone start saying thank you to people. So, big shout out to Roland Bain before the stream even started for the 30 gifted memberships. You fucking big dick bastard. Thank you so much for 30 gifted before the stream even got started. Because one of those was a 20, you will get yourself a loose wish when she's down here. She's currently bathing the children. They've done gardening this afternoon, okay? Then Demogorgon comes in with a 21 gifted. Thank you so much, Kev. You're an absolute human. You will also get a loose hope at some point when she comes and turns up. Thank you so much for 20 gifted as well, Kev. You bloody hero. And then he tried to get it in before the stream started to push us over the pre-stream record. It quite worked.
For the unprofessional waffling, only outdone by Warhammer Day.
We'll get to that one, Mr. The Hubris D. Thank you for the 5. Thank you, Adrian, for the 1. Thank you, Scooter, for the 5 gifted. You absolute legend. Thank you, Stick Monkey, you beautiful, beautiful human, for the 5 gifted after also gifting 5 yesterday on Vag. Thank you, Fraser, for the 5 gifted as well. You're all amazing people. We're on 67 fucking members already. What? What is this nonsense? If only I had a tracker that did it automatically, please. I'm thinking about deleting the tracker off altogether and trying to reinstall it. Someone said to me, John McCardle said to me the other day, you need the tracker for the Liam and Joe show, which he's probably right. I think I would like to have the membership tracker for the Liam and Joe show. The problem is I'd have to do it manually because it's not working automatically. So I need to figure out if there's a way I can fix it because it's really annoying me putting them in manually. Thank you so much, Hubris D. So, as per every single time there is ever a Games Workshop announcement or reveal or anything akin to that, I get asked the same question. I get asked the same question time and time again. Are you going to do a live watch along? I've never done one before, and I'll be honest with you, I don't intend to ever do one. I don't really think I will ever do one because half the time they're 2 o'clock in the morning, half the time they're on weekend days, and I'm normally busy. I don't feel the need to ever do one. This one on Saturday was probably the first occasion where I could have done one had I have chosen to. I could have done a watch along. I chose not to. Prentice, thank you for the 1 gifted, up to 68. You beautiful human being. Thank you so much, dude. What a legend. And I chose not to do one. And I sat there vagging in the afternoon. Prentice, thank you for 1 more gifted. Jesus Christ. I sat there doing them. Sat there doing Vag in the afternoon, playing some Warhammer Total War 3 on stream, and I thought to myself, should I do the watch along? Should I do the watch along? Maybe I should have done one. It's too late now. I can't plan one. It's too late. It's fine. We said we're not going to do one. And I sat and watched the reveal instead. My fucking God, am I glad I didn't cover that absolute pish that was called a reveal show for the elusive Warhammer Day. If that is the best they can do for Warhammer Day, my God, they were clutching. It was bad. It was just bad. A whole new edition of Warhammer Underworlds, which isn't a massively played game anyway. I'm sure it's good. I'm sure the edition is good. The models look pretty. But it's not particularly like widely played. It wasn't particularly exciting. It wasn't particularly amazing. It was okay. And then the big AOS and 40k reveals, which were not big reveals at all. Some okay Christmas boxes. They're all right. And then a commemorative miniature for Age of Sigmar.
To be as fair as I can, I think expecting to see 2025 model releases in October was a bit much. I'm part of the same high problem as well.
I don't know. I feel like they could have done a lot more than what they did at Lekman. I'm not being fair at all. I think making a big thing about Warhammer, like if they hadn't made a big thing about Warhammer Day, let's be honest, right? There was no special event going on Saturday. There was no need to do a reveal show. If they have nothing to show, don't do a reveal show. To make a big thing about Warhammer Day and then put out what they put out, that's the problem. They could have done nothing. It wouldn't have made a difference. Right? It was a nothing stream.
If you did the reveal show, Joe's plastic pipeline would have been shut down forever.
So they showed off Underworld. It was kind of meh. They did the 40k the AOS reveals, which was basically a Dark Oath Spearhead box. Okay, here's a big thing as well, Lekman. I was super hyped for Dark Oath Spearhead box. I thought this is going to be fucking great. I love Dark Oath. Dark Oath is my favourite part of Slaves of Darkness. Here's a box that contains all the currently existing Dark Oath miniatures, nothing new. I don't want that. I've got them all already. I've got all those miniatures. I don't need that Spearhead box. Okay. Here's a commemorative miniature, or whatever it was, the character dude. He's kind of cool, I guess. Here's your Christmas boxes. Now, they're not bad. I assume they're probably going to be good value. The Tau one's kind of a bit of a mishmash. The Dark Angels one includes the Lion. If you're already a Dark Angels player, guess what? You've probably got the Lion. This is aimed at new people, because you've probably already got the Lion. The Sisters one is all right. It's Penitent Host type stuff. You've probably got most of that. It's just... they're just always a bit meh now. I don't know. The only Christmas box I think I wanted out of all those was the Iron Jaws, right? And then the most 40k part of the release was Kill Team, and the biggest, ironic that I'm going to use this, the biggest release for 40k was new Rattlings, which look good, by the way. The new Rattlings are cool, right? The Christmas miniature and the new Rattlings are cool. New Orcs, cool. Again, you're going to have an absolute swathe of people that are buying Rattlings for 40k and not for Kill Team. That's just a fact. They're cool. I like them. I don't love them, but I like them. That's that done. That's the release show basically finished. An animation where they showed about 3 seconds of it. And the most exciting anybody got was for the Emperor's Children logo at the end of the stream. It was... I was so glad I didn't cover that shit. So glad I didn't cover that shit, I'll be honest with you. Iron Jaws are my type of orc. So Iron Jaws box is like the only one I'm interested in, if I'm honest with you, Carl. Am I wrong though? Tell me, chat. Any of the rest of you in the audience sat there thinking, oh, I thought it was a really good show. I'm really excited about loads of things. The Tau one is weird. Sure, the models are useful, but the Ret Carder theme box without crisis suits and a Tau box in general without spotters is weird. It is weird. I was on Saturday before Vag. I was stood here building World Eaters, right? Quite literally building World Eaters And after the stream, I came back to my desk and carried on with World Eaters. I didn't watch it. You didn't miss anything, Razor Wolf. Who?
Gal Miraz Fund.
I need that for the studio. Probably the best part of the reveal, really. What I get excited about chips, proper chippy chips. Thank you so much, Pritters, for the big pink one, you beautiful human being. I want to get... I'm terrified of what that's going to cost. Because I really want to put that on the fireplace across the back of the studio. It was crap. Good, it's not just me then. Didn't waste my time watching it live. My wallet really enjoyed it. It was a really hard wank. Oh, incredible. How expensive a towel. The fact the towel box has fewer models than the Knights box is insane. Knight box, right? That's a... Buy two of these, you've got an army. Off you go. Just got... What did I miss? Well, as much as you would have missed if you didn't watch the reveal show. Got some time to look through the Golden Demon winner entry. Some lovely stuff. Probably a better use of my Warcom time. 100%, Gaz. Without doubt. Without doubt, mate. Considering I only play World Eaters and Death Guard, I've accepted the fact that I don't have to buy anything to get to save money for probably at least another 6 months. I'm on my World Eaters right now. I'm on World Eaters hype right now. Absolute World Eaters. In fact, I've spent the afternoon in the airbrush booth. Evening, Garcia. How's it going, dude? The halfling rattling pug. Is it a pug? I thought it was supposed to be a bulldog. Was it not supposed to be a bulldog? The Knights box isn't even that great because you only get part of the kit. Really? Would love Games Workshop to release some box sets aimed at more veteran players who already have a lot of faction already. I feel like... So like... I looked at the Dark Angels one, right? Because I love Dark Angels. Dark Angels are one of my favourite things in the world because Space Marines have loads and loads of flavour. Love Dark Angels, okay? But I looked at that box on Warcom. In fact, I'm going to go look at it right now and remind myself of exactly what's in it because I'm a Dark Angels fan. And I looked at that box and I was like, huh. Where is the box? The Christmas box sets. So the Penitent Crusader host is one of those ones where I feel like you might get away with, right? 2 units of Repentia, 2 Penitent engines. You might get away with that one, okay? The Necron box, I think most people have probably already got the Void Dragon. But if I was going to start a Necron army, I don't think it's a terrible box to start with. I think I'd probably put my hands on that one, the Hypercrypt Legion. Talon's a bit of a hot mess, really. Has actually got more models than the Knight box because Games Workshop will count anything on its own base as a model nowadays. See recent Inquisitor and say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 drones means that they'll class this one as an 11 miniature box. So we go into Dark. So the Dark Angels ones are actually stunningly good, right? In terms of an army that matches the detachment they've built. 2 units of 3 Inner Circle Knights, 2 units of Deathwing Knights, 1 Chaplain with a mace, and then the Lion is a cool box. But I've already got 2 units of Deathwing Knights, and they come in units of 5, and you can only take 3 of them. And I've already got the Lion. So for me, that is a monumental waste of money. Knights box is good value, I think. I don't think you're wrong, but I like how the new Underworld season ties into the main AOS lore. I mean, that's cool. If anyone wants to buy me the Iron Jaws box for Christmas from my kids, I won't say no. Aww. If you don't have the Lion, get it. DA box is great, but Lion. Exactly. The DA box is great, but Lion. I don't know a DA fan who has been collecting DA for longer than 10 minutes who doesn't have the Lion already. As Dark Angel, the only thing in that I could use as a companion. Exactly. Dark Mech for Legion Imperialis was as a weird life choice. Right, I forgot about that. Legionis Imperialis, which as far as I'm aware at the moment in my life, no one plays. I've never spoke to a single person who actually plays Legions Imperialis. Never spoke to a single person. Sorry, Epic. Can we call it what it actually is? I've never spoke to a single person who plays Epic, right? Not a single person. And so the first time they ever really properly truly show off Dark Mechanicum, they put it in Epic. And the model they released for Dark Mechanicum in Epic is, in my opinion, wildly underwhelming. I'm just not a fan, to be honest with you. Where the fuck are my upscaled assault terminators? They are Deathwing Knights, mate. Just use them. Buy assault terminators, buy Deathwing Knights, stick assault terminator arms on Deathwing Knights. Job's a good one. No one does play Epic. I play on my own. There you go. See, Dave says, I want to play Epic, but no one else I know does. There were 2 people playing Day of the Reveal at my LGS. Do I count? I got the Deathwing Assault box when it came out and I don't know the line, so do I count? You count, Elect Man. You really count. It was such a shit reveal. I'm so... Like, it's not done anything to make me want to do a watch-along in the future, because I think I would have just got angry about it. Thank you so much for the 1 gifted. I know what you did last roll. I mean, I don't actually know what you did last roll, but thank you for the 1 gifted, dude. We're on 70% chat of the goal already. I've thought about doing that, Yawn. I've thought about making all my Deathwing Knights with swords, and then making all my Assault Terminators, Deathwing Terminators with maces, and count them as hammers. Deathwing Assault is a great box. It is, apart from the fact that Belial's shit. Any speaking of your world, is any progress made on Lord of Skulls? Running him, Angron, and a Bloodthirster in the same list is spicy. I haven't started building the Lord of Skulls yet. I opened the kit up not too long ago and was mildly daunted by it, so I put it away again. Shooting an epic 30k. Strong agree. Get a significant amount more buying. It's. I feel like, right. I don't know. I don't know why certain decisions get made. I don't know why. Or how model sculpting and model building happens. I don't know this stuff at all. I've got no idea. So what I'm about to say could be complete fucking nonsense, right? It could be unprofessional waffle. It's the thing it could be. But the setting of Legions Imperialis in the 30k world seems to me to be a really fucking lazy choice, because you have to create less kits. Now, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. But it just seems like a really shitty, lazy kits. Really shitty, lazy way of just approaching making kits. Because you have to make less overall. I feel like if you want that game to succeed, really succeed, you set it in the 41st millennium. Maybe they think differently. Maybe they think that Titan Legions were more of a thing in 30k. And so you go down the 30k route because Titan Legions are more of a thing in 30k. I'd have probably been tempted to keep Titanicus as 30k as it was at that point, and then do Legions Imperialis as 40k, and then slowly but surely release 40k Titans for the other factions and allow them to play as well. I know what you did last roll. Thank you for becoming a Jarl tier member. What a legend. Up to 71, chat. 29 to go. Thank you so much for the 1 gifted, dude, and thank you for becoming a Jarl tier member. What a hero. A gamble they weren't willing to make. Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right. And I'm someone who's like, oh, if they did Epic in 40k, I'd definitely play it. I probably wouldn't. I'd probably buy a load of it, but that's all they really care about, right? Hey ho. Is what it is. So, shit reveal. I think we pretty much all agree. Shit reveal. Right? Could Dark Mechanicum for Legio mean Dark Mech might be coming to 40k next year? Is the year of Chaos after all? I can't see it soon, Narek, if I'm honest with you. I can see it happening in Heresy. Aeronautical was 40k till they killed it. Yep. Please tell me you'll have Liam waffles on the menu with Hobby House opens. We won't be having a hot food menu, Kev, at Hobby House. Far too much fucking hassle. Far too much hassle making hot food. and all the actual regulation you're supposed to go through when doing it. And food hygiene certificate. Fuck that noise. Haven't they announced they are expanding their production at Lenton with a new factory? I think, yeah, I've heard that somewhere, Gaz. I've heard that somewhere. I don't know how true it is. I wouldn't be surprised. Now, what did Lois think of Lord of the Rings? She'll be back soon. She's currently bathing the children ready for bedtime, and then we can ask her what she thought about her second hour of Lord of the Rings. Second hour, right. Just got to the end of the Prancing Pony. Finished. Where did we finish? Where did we finish? I think they finished on the mountain. I think it was on the mountain just after Saruman brings the mountain down. I think that's where they finished. Milkshakes and sandwiches. Microwave and bring your own. Been wanting to support for a bit. Finally got a few extra bucks in overtime. Haven't watched anyone live as much as Joe and Peachy. Oh.
Does a stomp waffle qualify as unprofessional?
A stomp waffle? What's a stomp waffle? Thanks for the 10K. Thanks, I know what you did last time. I appreciate you, dude. Spending your overtime on me. Aw, you're amazing. What a hero. What a legend. What a man. What a guy. Wasn't in the annual statement. No, I don't read those things. I just got shares. Don't read statements. Year of Chaos, my arse. No Death Guard, Thousand Suns. As long as it's World Eaters, though, 40k medics, that's all we care about. How you doing anyway, dude? Hope you're well, man. I hate the fact that Christmas boxes have popular named characters. I already did the line. Exactly. Right? Is it lost my interest? Exactly. Wee Man, thank you for 5 gifted memberships. You fucking beautiful human. What a legend. We're over 3/4 of the way there. After Moria. No, we have not got into Moria yet. Literally just brought the mountain down. Chapter Master what? Tataz? Is that how I say it? Thank you for 20 gifted. You also get a loose hope. Thank you for 20 gifted membership. I'm assuming that's you, John, right? Also, does anyone's YouTube keep just dropping out and going, oh, sorry, reload? Or is it just me? Oh shit, no, we don't know what stomp waffle is. I can't, I'll get a sigh and some rolling eyes. You will, yes. Behave yourself. I missed the world it is. Thank you so much for 20 gifted, John. I think it's John. Is it John? John, is it you? Oh my god, chat, we're so close. We're so close. 4 to go. We're so close. So close. We're just 54 away from 150. We're just 104 away from 200. We're just 1,009 away from the record. Me. Okay, so it is happening to a few people. I had more spinning wheels of death on YouTube over the past week or so. It just literally goes drops and it goes reload. I don't know why. It's weird. Should get food vans for your events. Yeah, we can do that. That's the thing we can do because it's someone else's like issue then getting all the professional stuff sorted, right? Then this name is Bust in the UK. Tartars is not slang for a. Oh, okay. Yes, thank you for the one gifted. You're a legend. 97. Pridders is also carrying the super chat right now. Carrying it. I'll be honest with you. If chat, you could. Here's a thing for postcards. Right. I like to do postcard engagement. Here's the thing for postcards. If there's one thing, and also the more of these that happen, and the more gifters that happen, the viewer numbers go up. We're at 216 right now. Only 96 likes still. We are at 216 people watching. So here's the thing for the postcards. If you could have added one thing to the reveals on Saturday that would have turned it from a shit show into something that you were excited about, stick it on a postcard and tell me what that thing would be. Would it be actual Emperor's Children model reveals? Would it be actual Aspect Warriors? Would it have been Krieg models? Would it have been something AOS that you're all into? I don't know. Here's a thing for postcards. Go. Go. Thank you, John. You're a legend. Hopefully Luce will join us soon so she can do some hopes. Some loose hopes. Personality. That's harsh. But fair, but harsh. Oh, hang on. Okay. Interesting, though, isn't it? I don't... The thing is, I think the reason why I'm so annoyed about the whole release on Saturday...
Presenters with personality.
I know, I like Nick a lot. But I feel like the problem with
Warcry. Don't get me started on the lack of it.
Thanks for the 2 elect, man. Thanks for the 2 short. I feel like the issue with their presenters is they have to be positive about everything. They can't just be themselves.
A roadmap, like a real one.
Thanks for the 2 euros, Narek. You're a hero.
A hobby stream with no hobby? How unprofessional.
It's a meme now, though, Lord of Cinder, isn't it? I was hobbying this afternoon in the airbrush booth, and the next steps of what I need to do are in the airbrush booth. Apart from I also need to build some more 8-bound, but they haven't got here yet. So there's nothing else I can do hobbying right now, apart from I could have got a paintbrush out and painted some Space Marines, but I don't have a top-down camera because it's in the studio.
An app that has all the functionality and no paywall.
I thought it was great. There was no stupid. Chris, thank you for the 10, you absolute legend. It's not going to happen, is it? People have said that the Kill Team app is wildly disappointing as well. I haven't looked at it because I have no intent in playing Kill Team, but... I want all the Kill Team models, all the time, just for 40k. That's what I'm about.
A sneaky Dariantig model reveal, seeing as they are the next Codex releases. Just the one, actually.
Just the one, actually. I'm very into that, Kev. Thank you for the 5. I wanted some. I thought. Oh wow. I'll talk to you about that in just a second.
Speaking of presenters with personality, when does Luce arrive?
Kai's gonna get himself banned. Thank you for the 10. Joe and I were talking about before the reveal show. What do you want to see? And I was like, I just want. I reckon. Give me some Aspect Warriors. Give me the new Krieg models that we think are coming. I'm happy. And he went, yeah, I'll do that. I'll be happy with that. Neither. We've got neither. We've got neither of those things whatsoever. It was just really fucking flat. I would have taken, like, I thought to myself after the show, what did I actually expect from it? Well, I figured we'd see some kind of sneak previews of models coming up for 40k because we haven't got any releases for 3 months, so it'll keep you kind of interested.
Kill Team. 40k with flavour.
I've not looked at the new rules. Well, we woke you up, didn't we, team?
Announcing they are binning off 10th and redoing it. Worked for Abaddon's multiple 13th Crusades.
But would have kept plot armor as well, though, right? And be like, yeah, it was a great addition. Plot armor. He just wanted to try again.
I go in with the expectations of seeing cool models, and I enjoy most reveal streams. If I want to add spice, turn on Twitch chat and watch the entitlement.
We saw some cool models. I don't feel like we saw a lot of those, to be fair, though, Kaz.
I would like them to show a preview of how they are bringing back points for upgrades, non-generic named attachments.
You got a thing about that, John, haven't you, to be fair? See, what I was about to say was, after the show, I was like, what did I actually expect? I think I kind of expected some kind of like preview for 40k stuff, but I also definitely expected new Lord of the Rings models.
Rules that are written 100% for competitive play instead of letting the competitive community color in the black space themselves. Models that don't look like cut and past CAD design and limited kits because inventory SKUs are hard to manage. Only positive for me was EC confirmed for 2025.
I think John's pissed off, chat. I think he's annoyed. I think someone's...
Tiny teasers for the Krieg or aspects.
Exactly.
Show me a head or a gun. Get some hype going. Doesn't need to be a full model this early. Would be nice though.
It could be a full model, not even a full kit, Prizzo, right? But I also feel like I was thinking with the new Middle Earth strategy battle game coming, I would have loved to have seen some Lord of the Rings hype for some of that stuff as well. I was like, it doesn't actually have to be cool reveals for 40k. I just feel like there's no real cool reveals at all.
An announcement that they have decided to de-legends all my old models.
De-legends everything all the time. I started listening to Anger on the Red Angel today in the gym. It wasn't long into that book before they mentioned Assault Claw drop pods. Gonna hold that pause for a bit. Drop Claw drop pods. Anger on the Red Angel. Relatively recent 40k novel. Gone now, isn't it? I love the game of 40k. I'm thoroughly enjoying my 40k again. The 40k team can fuck off. Dreadclaw. What did I say? I don't care about the narrative too much. I just want it to be able to be correctly represented on the tabletop, though. Wait until the heavy bolt shows up. You can fuck off as well. I wonder if the Krieg will just be plastic versions of the old Forge War ones. If so, would people be disappointed? They won't be. They'll be similar, but they won't be. If you look at the Krieg Veterans kit that came out for Kill Team and you compare that to any of the Krieg stuff that happened before, the proportions are well different because the way that the resin casts compared to plastic, they kind of have to be. The resin Krieg were kind of more historical miniature, I feel like, and the plastic Krieg were kind of more 40k model. So I feel like it's going to be all in the new style. Where are the Red Butchers? Kai.
A cool new tank for Astra Militarm.
Militarm? Mm-hmm. Another tank? How many tanks do you want, Roland? They've got plenty of tanks. How's your relationship with 40k team? Still warm and close? Don't speak to him. I used to talk to the rules team loads as a playtester, and I don't really speak to any of them anymore for the 40k team. But then I don't really speak to anyone in any other part of the team, to be fair. I speak to the rep who deals with us. Excuse me, chat. Long day today. I went back in the gym this morning for the first time in over a week because I was feeling close. I think I told you on Friday I was feeling close to burnout last week, at the start of last week. So took a couple of steps back and tried to do a little bit of self-preservation. Went back in this morning. Got up early this morning. Chores, gym, in working. I am feeling it now, but I feel good for it. I feel even Russ without a turret, the Ferris Manus. I'm thinking about getting the World Eaters Combat Patrol from running some boarding actions games. The World Eaters Combat Patrol is fucking glorious, to be fair.
An announcement that Liam is joining the 40k team.
Have you heard about what they pay people, Hubris D? They can't afford me. I'm not rich, don't get me wrong, but They can't afford me. I take it they don't like negative honesty. That's not a good idea. I mean, I've never really been told off. I've had a couple of passing comments, but I've never really been told off.
Vote in full range release blocks. No more GIMP releases for any army.
I feel like the drip feed releases is a bit shitty for the consumers, if I'm honest.
An announcement that they put legends in the app like Ineos, and
please.
update in the little one. It's gonna be a girl.
Oh, congratulations, dude. What a hero.
A re-release of Space Hulk. If it's not coming with the new Assault Terminators, I'm gonna be angry. Is there a Chinese that delivers to the studio?
There is, yes. If we stop gifting and shit, will you go and work for them? No. No, Sean. I'm not leaving where I live on the south coast to go live in fucking Nottingham. Not a chance. I'd rather rub my fucking bellend on a cheese grater. Not a chance. There's no way that's ever going to happen. So you might as well get me to 100 members, all right? Yeah, part releases and then part releases. Like, I feel like when the World Eaters Codex comes, we may see 2, 3, 4 new units, right? And on the one hand, I'm really chuffed as a World Eaters player that we may see 2, 3, 4 new units. On the other hand, I'm like, players would have spent hundreds of pounds building 2,000 points of what's currently available to them, only to then have a load of new options, which, let's face it, probably going to be really good because they want to sell them. I don't care what they say, probably be really good because they want to sell them. And I'm like, well, then people need to buy another few £100 of stuff to get the World Eaters up to scratch. Right? Games Workshop and Blizzard will underpay you because you're working for name. Yep, 100%. Which some people are okay with. Some people aren't. I need to go for a wee, but you keep super chatting. Oh, Sean. I didn't mean you, specifically you. Thank you for 5 gifted, Sean, you fucking sexual human being. What a fucking legend. That's 10 today, 5 yesterday. I didn't mean specifically you. I meant collective group of people watching. 230. People say, why aren't you hobbying on the Monday Night Hobby stream? Well, because when I did, there was about 120 people watching, and now there's 230 people watching. 120 likes, though, team. That part's free. Liking is free. We've got 230 people watching, 120 likes. I want to see it got by 110 now. Or now. Or now. Or now. Oh, it's not really working, is it? Glad the Emperor's Children are not last codex of 10th. I mean, I don't know, Dave. Where my mum lives, there is one Chinese that delivers and it's shit. There's one that gets delivered to the studio that Joe thinks is okay, but Joe only orders chicken curry and fucking chips, right? So take from that what you will. Right, I was hoping Lucy would be here by now so she could cover me whilst I ran to the toilet. The problem with going back to the gym today is I've upped my water intake again because it makes sense to do that, which is bad for the toilet breaks. So turn a bit into Joe, right? Be interesting tomorrow night when we're playing AOS together. I don't know what army I'm going to play against him tomorrow as he's playing Fire Slayers. Lol. I think I'm going to run Stormcast again. I think. Anyway, I'll be literally 2 seconds. There's no reason to go anywhere, all right? No reason to go anywhere. It'll be 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. Oh, Roland. Whew. I'm so sorry about that, team. It's too much of this fluid stuff, which is apparently supposed to be healthy for you. Sorry, but I'm back. We're good. Roland, thank you so much for 20 more gifted, you mad bastards. Oh my lord. What an absolute G. Thanks, Roland, you hero. Up to 50 for you, sir. So he still hasn't built Barra Durst. Too busy. Right. So here's a question for you. This is a good cross section of the audience to actually answer a poll. Yeah, I'm making a poll right now. There you go, there's your poll, right? Lego Barra-Dur, which is the Eye of Sauron, right? Someone kindly bought it for me. It's in the studio in a box. I want to know what you want me to do with it. I'll give you options on the button above. You're late.
I know.
Half an hour, you said?
I know.
It was 45 minutes ago.
I know.
I had to go to the bathroom. Have you been able to be here to cover for me?
Oh no.
And we need like 3 loose hopes.
No, I don't do it on a Monday because it's hobby
No,
night.
no. You can't just keep making up this rule. You don't do loose fact and loose news on a Monday.
I don't do any of it on a Monday.
You
it's
do
hobby
hopes
night.
on a Monday.
No. You can do hopes. Why don't you do a hope?
And saying I don't do it on Monday because it's hobby night is a bit of a nonsense answer now because none of us are doing any hobby.
I'm about to do my hobby. I've put my knitting away, but I'm going
to Well, I'm sorry, team. I don't know why you like her so much. That she just lets you down constantly.
Constantly.
I want that myself. It looks like a beautiful set. I think I've done better than pre-record. I think I've dozed better than. Donald, what are you trying to say, mate? What's that in English? So, Roland, John, Demogorgon. I said we wait for Lucy to turn up. She's just mugged you off. Remember that. Oh, my YouTube's fucking playing silly buggers again. Right, there we go. Fixed it.
Oh no, is YouTube broken?
YouTube is still having problems. So sometimes it just, like, black screens you and goes, you need to click reload.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. I will save those names and you'll get bonus hopes on Wednesday. It was a good reveal, so much better than the roadmap. It's not hard, though. A smeared dog shit across the screen is a better reveal than the roadmap.
Will Louise help build the set?
No. That came through on my stream before it came through on YouTube. Thanks for 10, Ronan. No, Luce won't help build the set. Especially because I'll also probably have to build it in the studio for space, and I don't know where we would put the kids during that. Once you have the huge Sauron's Guild, you should have it as scenery on the stream of 40k. I'm hobbying painting Cities of Sigmar Spearhead. Oh god. Stunning kits, right? But they look like a nightmare to paint. Do it on Twitch? No chance. No chance. Twitch can poke it nowadays. Oh, there we go. See, like that. Does that? It says, or snap. Something went wrong while displaying this web page. Error code out of memory. Reload.
How many times has it done that?
Twice during the stream.
Ooh.
And you press that button. Back.
What? And no one else has this happening to them?
Oh, some people in chat said that they're also experiencing it.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
I think live stream will do better than pre-recorded stream. Thanks, Donald. Normally, so don't apologise for dyslexia, for Christ's sake. Don't apologise for that. Normally, I can figure out what people are trying to say, but not always. That was one of those occasions where I'm like, what is he trying to say? Build Barradur, but only via verbal instructions to Joe. Oh, God, no.
That would be so funny.
It would be, but we'd be there for 3 days straight. We'd have to set up sleeping bags.
Lads night out.
Roscoe's done it twice. Happened to me 5 minutes ago. Okay, good. So it's not just me. I was wondering if it was a me issue. Fuck Twitch the fucking fuck, says Sean.
Wow.
Fair.
Powerful.
Fair, yeah. I agree with that, Sean. Absolutely. Do people not even get a ding on a Monday? No, they've never had a ding on a Monday. I think Dave turns it disgusting again.
Yeah.
No. I haven't fully decided what I was going to do with it yet. And my biggest question was, do I build it on stream or do I turn it into do I build it with 4 camera angles and turn it into pre-recorded content? I can't do both. I could do both, but I don't think if I live camera switched, I probably could do both. I could probably build it live on stream, and then I could probably download the content, send it to my editor, and get him to turn it into a pre-recorded video. It is possible, but slightly more complicated. My biggest concern is I don't know how long it's going to take me. Rivendell took me fucking ages to build.
What took longer, building that or getting the lights?
Probably doing the fucking lights in the long
Yeah.
run, to be fair.
Are you going to do the lights on?
Barradur eventually.
Yeah.
But the lighting kit for Barradur is a further 200 quid. Now, as we know from Rivendell, the lighting kits are 100% worth it. Because it looks fucking incredible. It's 200 quid.
Yeah.
So I should probably do what I normally do. Buy the Lego set, wait ages till I can afford it, buy the lighting kit for it. Where are you going to put it once it's built? I reckon in the studio on the Liam and Joe show set. Get like a little like coffee table thing.
Yeah.
And then put it on there, so when you've got the 2 chairs, it sort of sits in the background.
I think it's really sad that you're not going to put it on the turntable and just have it really slowly going round while you and Joe.
I think once it's built, if I measure the base of it, because the turntable we have is too big. If we put that turntable behind us, we're then sat in the middle of the room. It's fucking huge, that turntable, because it's designed to put half a 40k army on it.
I don't think it's that big.
It's massive.
Was it the one you showed me?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think it's that big.
It's fucking huge.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
It's not.
It is.
No, it's not.
But it is.
It's not. It's like
But it is.
a dinner plate.
No, it's fucking much. Have you got fucking amnesia? Or how big's your fucking dinner?
It's not that big.
Were you looking through your eyes when I put that?
No, I was looking through my binoculars.
Hang on. I'm not fucking having this. I wonder if I can. I'm gonna try and find it in my Amazon orders.
Oh God, Iceberg says, "Is this like when you guys first met?"
No.
No.
Powered rotating base. 60 centimeters.
That's not that big.
60 cent.
Yeah,
That's your dinner plate. That's your dinner plate. How much fucking food are you eating?
I don't think it's that big. It's fucking huge. Anyway, that's their wedding night replayed.
Thanks, Nick Monkey. I appreciate you.
It doesn't look that big in the studio.
60 centimetres, she says.
That
Not
would
that
be
big.
fine in between you and Joe. That wouldn't put you in the middle of the room at all.
Sounds like a longer, older discussion.
60 centimetres, chat. As a horizontal pivoting table.
No.
Is it the like my bricks kit you would get for it eventually? Yeah. It's not priority though, to be honest with you. Don't super chat for it, for God's sake, because it's not priority right now. Please don't side shame her on stream. She's on fire today, isn't she? Honestly. It doesn't look that big in the studio. We still talk about barrow dirt. Nah, nothing looks that big in the studio because the studio's so vast. I cleared out one of the.
Throwing a chipolata into the. No, it's not.
I tidied up one of the back corners last week, ready for the Thanes. The studio, we're going to have what I think is going to be close to 30 people in it at the end of this month for the Thanes Spearhead event, and I think it will be cozy, but I think it will be comfortable.
I think you're going to have a great weekend.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is 30 people in that room I think will be comfortable. I don't think it's going to be that bad.
And you've got aircon.
We have got aircon,
and being on the top floor, it might get a bit toasty.
It won't, we've got aircon. The aircon will nail it.
Yeah, you got aircon.
The aircon was coping in the 30 plus degrees heat with Joe up there, so you know, it'll be fine. Remember that, guys, when she says it's not that big, it's because it's just under 60 centimetres. Right. Talking about hobbies, chat. Okay. Luce has decided recently that she wants to knit some socks.
I'm going to have another go at socks.
Yes. So we had to buy a special needle for these socks, which is how big?
9 inches.
9 inches is the needle, right? That she's had to buy to knit socks. What's the issue you're having with it?
It's too small.
What is the response on the social media group that you're involved in to you saying the needle's too small? What are people saying to you? What's the phrase they're commonly using?
I don't know. What is the phrase?
You keep telling me that they keep telling you, yeah, it is the right one. Yeah, it does feel small. They keep telling her it does feel small, but it's the right one. Like, they keep telling her 9 inches does feel small.
I've explained to you before that when you picture knitting needles, you picture needles that are like the size of your arm, because you're typically knitting something like a jumper or a scarf that's going to be long and weighty. So the length of the needle helps carry the weight of the project, so you're not doing your shoulders in. Teeny tiny 9-inch needles are things like socks or baby bonnets or mittens or little baby cute little doo-doo-doo-boo-boo socks. And they're tiny. When your hands are used to handling big things, it's too small.
9 inches is too small.
It's getting worse.
Here's some money towards a succulent turntable display table for Barada.
Thanks so much, Keith. You're a legend.
So size does matter?
Evidently. 9 inches is too small. 60 centimetres is too small. No, sorry, 60 centimetres is not that big. 60 centimetres is only just over 23 inches. Never enough, is it, chat? Never enough. Was it cold? No, it's just 9 inches, Dave. It's a metal object. It doesn't really change shape or size. They were asking earlier, by the way, about your second hour of Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
So we were from the Inn at the Prancing Pony.
Yeah.
To.
Now they're on the snowy mountain.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought you told me
Yeah.
to stop it yesterday. On the snowy mountain.
Yeah.
And Saruman just brought the mountaintop down on top of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have some questions about the ring wraiths. And
You had lots of questions about the ring wraith.
I even had to pause it a couple of times because I'd say to Liam, I have a question. And then he'd pause it. So I don't understand when they're at the Prancing Pony and Strider
Yeah.
puts them in another room as a decoy thing. If the ring wraiths can feel the presence of the ring and that's why they're drawn to the Prancing Pony, why did they leave? Once they'd stabbed all the pillows and turned the room over in a temper tantrum, why didn't they stop for a minute? We can still feel the ring is here. We're just going to search all the rooms.
I mean, they mostly feel its presence when someone's wearing it.
It just raises more questions because the time between him wearing it and then them doing the decoy room was enough time for them to leave the Prancing Pony. So surely they could still feel the ring at the Prancing Pony then.
Well, I don't know if they do with someone's not wearing it.
And then, he set them on fire? That kills them?
It doesn't kill them, no, because
And
they
then
came
they're
back, didn't
scared
they?
of water.
Not scared of water. They were tippy-toeing through the water.
Why tippy-toe? If they're not dead, not alive, why tiptoe through
Help
anything?
me out here, chat.
Must we tiptoe? We're invincible.
They tippy-toed. The thing that I don't get when she calls the water horses down the river is when they just go. All right, we're just gonna get back off the side we came on. And what they do is they stand there and look at it for a bit and go, "Oh, there's a lot of water coming," and then they choose to run down the river from the river ponies. Oh, done it again. Look.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why is it done that? Why wouldn't you just go back to where we were?
Yeah, let that go. They're not clever, babe. They stabbed a pillow and threw a temper tantrum about it. So they're not that clever.
Yes. They did. Stop it, Lou. Stop ruining it, Lou. I know, yeah.
Sorry, I just have questions.
No questions, Luce. Just enjoy the movie. Yeah. Because their armor would rust. It's a pain to get that off. There you go. Gaz applying logic to it. Beautiful.
And the way that
moving water keeps the undead away in Lord of the Rings lore.
So then just surround bloody Frodo with a running bath then. I don't understand why this is so... Like, there just seems to be... Oh, there's too many questions. Too many questions.
This is where I have been criticised forever about picking apart movies. And she's like, can you not just enjoy the film? And I'm currently sat there going...
Although I do have a thing about slow horses on Saturday. The bus ramps for
Spoilers.
wheelchairs
Oh, okay.
do not sort themselves out. The driver has to get out and do that. So how Molly
Not in London.
was just able... Really? Automatic bus ramps that haven't been graffitied or ruined in some fashion?
Well, I mean, the graffiti thing, maybe, but...
That bus was too clean.
What's Lucy's favourite film? Carl says, stop pointing out what we all ignore. People have said that the river is the... She did say this. The river is the boundary to Elven territory, and they're afraid of Elven territory.
Why?
Because the elves are powerful bastards.
But she almost got taken down on her horse.
She's one elf before she's in the Elven territory.
Yeah. It's really annoying me. Liv Tyler's beautiful. She is stunning in Lord of the Rings. But how she's talking, that kind of like whispered hushed tone thing, ugh. Oh. It's annoying.
Anyway.
What's
your favourite film?
When
the genius of J.R. Tolkien comes up to get loose. I mean, don't, Sean.
I don't think I have a favourite. I do like the 80s films, which are already terrible. I love them because they're terrible. So many plot holes. For example, in Planes, Trains and Automobiles, if Steve Martin had just stayed at the airport,
oh my God,
he'd have probably made it home. This is what
I live with, honestly. On the plus side this weekend, she did learn how to make homemade crumpets, so you know.
I am enjoying our Lord of the Rings, what are they called? Sour on Sundays.
Sour on Sunday, yeah.
Yeah.
We watched the second hour on Sunday. It's Sour on Sunday now.
I am enjoying it, and I can appreciate the where they filmed it. That does look amazing. If that's a real place,
A lot of what they filmed was in New Zealand.
that does look amazing.
Yeah.
Totally unspoiled.
Elrond and Glorfindel together would put the heart on some ring race. Yeah, but obviously in the books, Elrond and Glorfindel are the other side of the bank. But on the film, they're not there. It's just old Liv, innit? So we can't apply the book logic because Luce hasn't read the books. So,
No,
yeah. Die Hard or Commando? We watched Die Hard.
I haven't
Did we?
seen Commando.
At Christmas, we watched Die Hard because it's a Christmas film.
Yeah.
And you made me watch Lethal Weapon.
For 80s film bingo, yeah.
Oh my god. It was
80s
so
film
bad.
bingo is so much fun.
Lethal Weapon is so bad.
It's so bad.
It's so bad. Like, I was aware that Die Hard was bad. I was aware of it, but loved it anyway.
Well, when Bruce Willis goes, "Is it yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker?" When he says that, and he said it, I remember going, "Is that it? Is that the line? That's it. That's the one that everybody's going on about." It wasn't amazing. Yeah, it was all right.
The audiobooks are amazing. The audiobooks are amazing if you've got the ones read by Andy Serkis. They are fucking amazing. Yeah, we watched Die Hard first, and I feel like we should have done it the other way around. Watched Predator last night, the original. I loved Predator 1. I then watched Predator 2 and really cried because it's so bad. Magic water horse stuff, yeah, exactly. Favourite film of all time, chat, go.
I don't think I have one.
And it can't be Pitch Perfect.
Atonement's pretty good, but only because it's so sad.
Have I seen that one? Who's in it?
Keira Knightley and James McAvoy. Based
Might have
on,
seen Atonement.
like, I think it's a World War One or two.
Die Hard is a Christmas movie, exactly, yeah. Fight Club from S&J's strong choice. We started watching that every day because Luce thought it was something else. And then we very quickly stopped watching it. Aliens, Space Jam, Princess Bride, Blues Brothers. There's quite a spread here right now. Jaws, Tron, the original, Braveheart, and American Werewolf in London.
I don't think there's
Back to the Future trilogy. That's not one film. You have to pick one film. Greatest Showman, Blade Runner, The Two Towers, Con Air, Forrest Gump, Willow. Jesus Christ. So many different ones here.
I don't think there's a single film. Well, this is it though. We don't really have live TV anymore. Did you ever used to just channel flick and then come across a great film?
Yes. All the time.
So that for me would be, oh, that's a great film. I'm going to watch that.
Dead Poet Society, The Boondock Saints, not that is, Star Trek First Contact. Can a Star Trek film ever be classed as the best ever film? Well, it's your favourite, I guess. Happy Gilmore, Paddington 2, Blazing Saddles, Shawshank Redemption. Shawshank Redemption is a great film.
Yeah.
Star Wars A New Hope, just for the nostalgia and for its time, it was incredible. The King's Speech was great, actually.
Yeah, that was good.
Return of the King. By the way, Two Towers, Return of the King, also Lord of the Rings films. Dog Soldiers, fuck off. That was dreadful. Robin Hood Men in Tights. That was okay. Yeah, the King's Speech was fucking awesome, to be honest with you. I enjoyed that one. Gremlins.
I think any periodic film done well can be a favourite.
I don't know what my favourite film would be.
There's a pretty good one called The Monuments Men. Have you seen that?
Yes, I think so. I think if I took Lord of the Rings out of the equation, because otherwise it just wins hands down. Specifically, probably Two Towers. I reckon Two Towers is my favourite of the three Lord of the Rings films, which is the second one. If we took that out of the equation, it'd be really hard to pick one. It'd be really fucking hard to pick one, actually. I'm a big fan of Casino Royale.
Yes.
Love Casino Royale.
Daniel Craig's James Bonds, they're all really good. I think it's because it's so gritty. Because Pierce Brosnan was just getting a bit gadgety.
It was too gadgety.
Yeah.
It went far too gadgety.
Yeah.
Oh, look, I've got this perfectly perfectly adapted thing that just perfectly does this one thing this one time. How?
And you want to go government funded? That won't work.
Yeah, I liked The Kingsman. That was good. I enjoyed that a lot.
Yeah, that was good.
Taron Egerton, fucking great film that.
We're currently deep diving The Despicables.
Which single movie have you rewatched the most? Probably Fellowship of the Ring. I start the trilogy a lot. I don't always get through the first film before I get distracted by something. But I start the trilogy a lot. Sometimes I go through all three books, all three films. I reckon 2000 is my favourite, but I probably watch Fellowship the most.
I quite like, it's got Ryan Reynolds and Will Ferrell, and it's a Christmas one.
Daddy's Home too? No, that's not Ryan Reynolds, is it?
No. Is it?
That's Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell.
It's not Scrooged, because that's a different one.
I don't know. I know the one you're on about.
Good afternoon!
Yeah, I know the one you're on about.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh my god, I can't remember the name of that film now. That's going to annoy me. 300, great film. Battle of Britain, great film. Everyone's just listing films now. Have you got a film that you feel comfort film that you just put on loads? I'm trying to think if I've got any others. The thing is for me is it's not a difficult question to answer because it's like Lord of the Rings done. But so I'm trying to think if there's others. Deadpool 1. I fucking love Deadpool 1.
Oh,
I watched the shit out of that.
Sleepless in Seattle.
Scrooged. Is that what it's called?
No, I didn't think it was.
Spirited?
That's it. Spirited.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
That's a fucking great film, by the way. I love that film.
I think Trading Places is a good one, but that's an 80s one again. If it's not 80s, it's early 90s.
Yeah.
That's a Christmas one.
The Sin City movies are great visually. Yeah, he does all right, doesn't he? Oh, what's his face?
Bruce Willis?
No, Tarantino.
Oh.
Stick Monkeys picked Anal Sluts 3, the reopening. There's a face being pulled, Sean. I'll let you guess.
I might review my dinner invitation.
Oh, chat! If you want to drop 28 members between the 212 people watching, we'll do a T-shirt giveaway. Just throwing that out there. I love a good film. I want to watch that one that's on Apple TV at the moment.
That narrows it.
That's what's his face and the other one, Brad Pitt and
Wolves.
Yeah.
Not wolves.
Yeah, Wolves.
Wolves.
I want to watch that.
I thought it was a series.
I think it's a film, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's a film, but it looks like a series for some reason.
Let's have a look, shall we? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Where's my Apple TV? Oh, I haven't got it logged in here. Okay, we'll have a look later. I think it's called Wolves. Wolves. Django is a fucking great film.
I haven't seen that. My dad said it's a long one, so to maybe do it in chunks, but he said it's a great film.
Django is...
Is it Django Unchained? Is that the whole
yeah.
title?
Django is quite long. Django Unchained movie. Oh, we can just play it. We've got it in Prime, according to 2 hours and 45 minutes. Not the worst.
I mean, it's no Lord of the Rings.
It's no Lord of the Rings, exactly. Tank, thank you for the one gifted. What a legend. Up to 123. Yeah, Django was a great film. I love that. This is where chat are a little bit surprised about how many I've actually seen of the ones they've listed.
I quite liked The Bike Riders with Tom Hardy and Austin Butler.
That was really good.
And Jodie Comer. She does like 86 accents or something.
The Bike Riders was actually really good.
Yeah.
To be fair. Talking of Apple TV, it made me think of Masters of the Air and therefore Saving Private Ryan. Saving Private Ryan is amazing. Django is one of the best Tarantino movies, 100%. 100%. Violent Night, I've heard of this. I haven't seen it yet though. Stu, thank you for the 5 gifted. Yeah. 128, team. 128. You amazing human beings. James Kennedy, thank you for the 5 gifted. What's that? 133. Maths. Good, yeah. Thank you so much, James, for the 5 gifted. You're a hero. Best Christmas film.
It's a Wonderful Life is pretty good, even though it's pretty old.
I would have assumed you'd gone Disney's Christmas Carol.
It's nearly there.
And
but...
Jim Carrey plays Scrooge.
Oh, that one?
Yeah.
That one's pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought you'd like that one quite a lot.
Do you know what? I haven't read Charles Dickens' Christmas Carol.
Have you not?
Apparently the book is supposed to be pretty scary because of the time it was written in. And obviously Disney have Disneyed it.
I'm getting excited for Christmas this year. I haven't been for years. Which is odd for me as the person who was also born on Christmas Eve.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be like, for the last 3 years, I reckon, I'll be like, yeah, Christmas, cool, whatever.
Klaus. Oh my God. If you ever want to sob and try and not sob in front of the kids when they're watching a Netflix Christmas film.
The answer for best Christmas film ever is Daddy's Home 2.
Have you seen Klaus?
I don't think so. Pridis, thank you for 5 gifted, you legend.
It is such wonderful animation as well. It's got some good names in it too.
Yeah, Daddy's Home 2 is best Christmas film. Facts. Die Hard is close, to be fair. Muppets Christmas Carol, we normally have to watch on the 1st of November every year.
Mm-hmm.
Can't do it this year.
I shall be turning the TV on at 6 o'clock on the 1st of November.
That makes me getting up and leaving for my tattoo session easier, I'll be honest with you.
And the reason why we have to watch that on the 1st of November every year is because when Leon was in his room on camp, I hid a box of chocolates under his bed because I knew I'd be staying over when it turned into the 1st of November. So I woke up at 6 o'clock, bearing in mind every time I stayed over, I'd have to stay in bed wide awake until at least 8:30 in the morning because he'd tell me off for getting up too early. So I'd wake up maybe around 6:30 because I'm an early bird, and I'd have to lie there for 2 hours in bed to let him sleep. Apparently it's annoying.
One of the strangest
getting up early.
One of the strangest parts of our relationship, in fact, is Luce is a early to bed, early to rise person, and I'm a late to bed, late to rise person.
It's a very cruel kind of prison to put me in.
And we've always had we have this back and forth constantly, and sometimes I win and we go late to bed, late to rise, and sometimes Luce wins. We go early to bed and I'm like that, and then she rises early and I'm like that. That happens a lot. Die Hard is a Christmas movie, Brian. We've been through this already. Die Hard is a Christmas film. I believe the Fellowship left Rivendell on Christmas Day. It is therefore a Christmas movie. I'll take it. I have an audiobook of Christmas Carol read by David Jason. I bet that's amazing.
Sean says, was a Christmas Eve birthday disappointing growing up?
No, my parents were fantastic.
Aww.
I'll leave after this.
Read the original Grimm tales. They are not Disney stories. They are horror tales.
Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Stu, for the 5. Christmas Eve was... my parents did a wonderful job. Oh, hang on.
If Luce is watching Lord of the Rings for you, then you have got to watch Klaus this holiday
I'll
season.
watch it.
We're
carving out slightly more time to sit and do things like watch a TV series or watch a film. Not a lot of time, but slightly more time. I'm up for it. I'll do it.
It's gotten so bad, me crying now. I was reading a chapter of Great Expectations to James and I was starting to sob. And I looked over the book and James went, go on, Mum, you can do it. You can get through the chapter. Go on.
Go on, Mum, you can do it.
Okay.
Oh my God. Element Games have rescheduled our Thane Spearhead parcel for tomorrow. And the time frame that it will turn up in is before the end of the day.
Okay.
Are you here tomorrow?
Ish.
So not really.
We're hopefully off on an adventure tomorrow.
I'm so glad I rescheduled my delivery for today because we were out on Friday for them to not fucking turn up and then say, we're going to bring it tomorrow anyway. If I'd wanted you to bring it tomorrow, I'd have scheduled it for tomorrow.
Did you pay for a certain delivery slot?
No, I didn't. I didn't pay for the certain delivery service because it was 1,500 quid for spearhead boxes from Element. They sent it via UPS rather than via Royal Mail. What annoys me is UPS messaged me at 9:30 in the morning on Friday and said, "We're coming today between this time." And I was like, "I'm not going to fucking be there. So there's no point. If you'd like to reschedule, click this button." So I clicked that button and it asked me to log in. I was like, "Have I got a login? I don't think I've got a login." So I was like, "Create login." There's already a login with this email address. Is there? It took me about half an hour to finally get into my account, and then I rescheduled the delivery, right? So I rescheduled the delivery for today. I looked at my calendar. I was like, they won't reschedule on the weekend. UPS are Monday to Friday only. So they won't reschedule at the weekend. Tuesday, I'm out of the house all day, and Luce normally takes the boys out during lunchtime. Wednesday could work, but I can do Monday. Monday's available, and we're all at home on Monday. So I picked Monday. And I got an email last night saying, "We're dropping your parcels off tomorrow." Good. And I got a message this morning saying, "We'll be dropping your parcels off at some point today." And then I got a message at lunchtime saying, "We're still going to be dropping your parcel off at some point today." And I got a message a little bit later saying, "We will be dropping your parcel off by the end of the day." And then I got a message saying, "Yeah, we're going to send it tomorrow." What the fuck piece of shit is that for a delivery service? I'm going to leave them and let them try and attempt it tomorrow, because if you're not in, it's their fucking fault. Oh my fucking... Anyway, back to your question, Sean. Christmas Eve birthday, growing up. It sounds worse than it actually was, because my parents did a fantastic job of separating the two out. So our tree would go up like most people's trees go up in the first sort of 2 weeks of December. We would have Christmas decorations everywhere, etc., etc. My mum would always try and organise something birthday related close to my birthday, like the day before or 2 days before or whatever, because Christmas Eve is a bit more difficult. But on my birthday, it was a case of it's not Christmas until the end of Liam's birthday. And there was this thing that used to happen in our local area. So our local area, every Christmas, from about a week leading up to actual Christmas Day, they would get this super old-fashioned fire engine out. They would cover it in Christmas lights and tinsel and shit and a big speaker. And they would drive around the local area with a bunch of people with buckets dressed up in fancy dress, and they were collecting change, money, presents, etc. for like underprivileged children and stuff. So it's a big charity run. Every single year they did it. Get the old fire engine out, and you would hear it. You'd sit in your living room, you'd hear the music come around the corner, and they used to come into our little, you know where we live, into our little cul-de-sac essentially. And that they used to come round on Christmas Eve. I would guess around 7:30 in the evening ish. I would assume, roughly.
Yeah, about that.
And that would be one of the guys was always dressed up as a big fat Santa, right? And from when I was a little kid, my mum's rule was when Santa turns up with the fire engine, it becomes Christmas, no longer Liam's birthday. And then the stockings go up, or the stockings come out and then go up, all that sort of stuff. So the stockings went up already. Like, it was all about my birthday presents. She always made sure my birthday presents were in birthday wrapping paper and not in Christmas wrapping paper. It always made sure. It wasn't like, we've got Christmas paper, we'll just use that.
Yeah.
And she used to get a right fucking cob on if anybody would turn up and be like, "I've just bought him a joint present." She'd be like, "You motherfuckers."
Yeah, because it doesn't come across as spoil. It's like, I'm trying to separate, because your brother gets a birthday and a Christmas.
So the joint present wouldn't have been an issue if I was an only child, I don't think.
Yeah.
But she's like, I either give it to him on his birthday, he's got one less present to open than his brother on Christmas Day, or I give it to him on Christmas Day, but he doesn't have a present on his birthday.
Yeah, I get it.
So I mean, as I got older, like early teens, I was like, I don't fucking care. I'm not that spoiled. And now, for the last decade, Luce and I are very much we don't do presents because I'm not a 12-year-old child. And people go, "What's on your Christmas list?" I'm an adult. I don't have one. Because that's fucking... I heard it in fucking John Lewis the other day when we walk around. "Oh, this fucking woman about 34 years old. I'm going to add that to my Christmas list." I was like, fucking grow up. Honest. Anyway. So as I got older, it was less of a problem because I was kind of more aware of what was going on. But when I was a little kid and I believed in Santa and all that kind of stuff, she did a really good job of separating it off. So it actually didn't suck at all. It was great. It was fine. On the flip side, I'll offer you a challenge point. On the flip side, because of when my birthday is, I was never in school on my birthday, ever.
Yeah, that's nice.
My birthday was always during a holiday.
Yeah.
Like, on the flip side, there is positives to having it that kind of time of year as well. So I was on call every Christmas Eve for 5 years. I still open a bottle of bubbly at 9 a.m. Christmas morning with my missus, even though I left the NHS 10 years ago. Oh, bless you. Bless you for doing that job as well, by the way. When I was in the army, I did 2 Afghan tours when we were out at Christmas. That was fucking great.
I think when you're at work on Christmas and you do have the moment of everyone I know is in their pajamas right now and it's 7:30 in the morning and I'm at work, I think because you're all feeling like that, you do end up going, I'm going to wear my fucking hat, eat my pig in a blanket and fucking smile.
I wore my fluffy green Christmas hat in the desert. It was very, very weird. It was very, very weird having Christmas Day in like 20-something degree heat in the desert. Pretty strange, to be honest with you. Not very Christmassy. But I wore my fucking hat and I ate my Christmas dinner. And we played Christmas music all the way through the 2 or 3 days. Right? Stu says, I was 8 of 9 growing up. Christmas was not Christmas until someone was A, crying, or B, bleeding.
Yep.
When he was 36 and still believed in Santa, it was really good. Last year... I'm an Easter birthday, so it wouldn't sometimes... I'm often an Easter birthday, so it wouldn't sometimes clash. It would sometimes clash, right, okay. Yeah. Yeah, my mum did a really good job, bless her, of making sure birthdays and Christmas were separate. Despite the fact that I was surrounded by mince pies, and like it still felt like it sounds weird to say this. My birthday always felt like my birthday when I was a kid. Like as I got older, I was less fussed about it, and nowadays I'm at the point where, and I said this to Luce quite recently, I don't want people making a fuss of me. It's a birthday. Well done for climbing out your mother's vagina on this day. Not really a celebration, to be honest with you. Well done for surviving another 365 days around this sun.
Oh my God, babe. Should I go and hang myself now? You've been an absolute job today.
Hey, what?
You've been such hard work today, and now you're getting all depressed about your birthday.
I'm not depressive.
People want to celebrate you on your birthday. Shut the fuck up and just celebrate. It's your birthday. Well done for climbing out your mother's womb. You didn't. You did fuck all. She had to push you out.
I don't know if you've met her. She's quite lazy.
Anyway, Chris Lawton, are you actually a reverend?
Why aren't I seeing this?
Always a work day for me, and his name's Reverend, I think it's Reverend Chris Lawton.
Right,
Actually a reverend.
So. When I'm watching while at work in the RNZE. What's the RNZE? My birthday's 22nd December. I still get both, which is mint. When I was in the army, the first Christmas I had off was when I was a sergeant, not long married. When I was single, I always tagged on so the married guys could be off. Choose to, Stu, because that's amazing if you did. Yeah, he is a reverend. My first Christmas, I
That's amazing.
My first Christmas in the army. No, my second Christmas in the army, because my first was at basic training. My second Christmas in the army, I had to stag on. That sucked balls. I did not choose to. It was not something I chose to do. I wanted to be at home. I was not allowed.
But don't you all like...
6 churches? I thought you only had 1.
How are you in 6 places at once?
He's on a fucking crusade. He's bringing the Crusades back.
This is it. They have invented time travel, and Chris is the one that gets to use it. So he can be Vicar of Dibley and all over it, being in 6 places at once.
Fucking 6 churches. What's your fucking language, Liam? There's a man touching cloth in the chat. What? Oh, man of the cloth in the chat. Jesus does not approve of these streams, surely. What are you talking about, Sean?
If you're all on Stag, surely you're all going, it is shit, but...
Stag was... So Stag at Barracks was different because there's like 6 of you. So it's not like... It's a bit shit. When it's Afghan and there's like 20, 30 of you, yeah, that's shit then. So...
Well, having more of you it's worse.
No. So no, other way around. So when there's less of you, it's like it's not really like there's like the what's the word you're looking for, like the spirit, the camaraderie, kind of pull everyone together. It doesn't really happen when there's just 6 people. They're just a bit miserable.
Yeah.
When there's like 30 of you and you're all missing, it's really, really shit. So everyone rallies round.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have to ask what faction Rev plays. Obviously, Sisters of Battle. Liam is Jesus, the 40k version. Exactly.
I have to ask what factions a Reverend plays.
I just read that out. You never listen to me.
No, I don't ever.
And you don't even get loose fat tonight because it's Monday and she's in one of them.
I don't even know why it makes me so happy there's a reverend in chat. Because you
It's shit.
know when you find out what people do for jobs, and you always see a job that you think, I didn't know that was a job. Never occurred to me that there'd be a reverend in chat.
It's shit, and then when there are more people, it's also shit. Exactly right. It's just always shit, innit? Them's facts. Best birthday I had was I was 14 and I had my first beat. At 14?
I think, questions. Questions? That raises questions.
I said he plays sisters. He said, no, my wife does. She's also a reverend. There's a pair of reverends.
This is insane. So do you do 3 churches each then? Or
does she have 6 as well? Are you at war with each other?
there's 12 churches?
Are you doing like real life Risk with churches? Is that what's going on here? Best weirdest Christmas was calling family from Hawaii to tell them we were engaged and going for a hike across an active volcano. Jesus Christ, Tank. Followed by barbecue, dinner, and then champagne in a hot tub. Sounds amazing. Can I ask why you have a middling bad opinion of Kill Team? I remember you talking about it in the bar stream. Current version, Baron. Current version I can't really talk about because I haven't really looked at the rules at all. Last version, hated it. Absolutely hated it. The whole nonsense shapes instead of distances thing, I wasn't a fan at all. This new version, I haven't looked at it. I just don't feel the urge to. If I'm going to play Kill Team, I might as well just bust out an army and play 40k. I have a homebrew army of Space Marines called the Bishop's Templars.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Amazing. I'm
so
into it.
There's actually 9 churches on the go because she looks after a different set of 3.
You can ask questions if you like. I am Welsh. 14 is quite normal where I'm from. Do animals count though, Kai? She looks after a different set of 3. You're winning at Risk, mate. You've got 6, she's got 3. You're winning at Risk. You can use one of your 6 churches to invade one of her 3s. Brandon says I'm a reverend as well. Is that true? Or are you on the wind-up, Brandon? Like I say.
Chris, do you enjoy being in charge of that many churches? Do you miss just being in charge of one, or is it a good thing being in charge of so many? Does it stop the churches from being dormant? Or because I used to have a little Sen group in our local church, and they were
also, are you UK based?
They were being taken over, and I can never say the word right. It begins with a D.
Oh, it's a. I don't know
I
Catterick
can't
very well.
say it.
He says you may know my area. We're right next to Catterick Garrison. I don't know Catterick at all, unfortunately, but they are UK based. Now X is church leader and play Dark Angels. Huh? Animals do count as they can't object. Yeah. What he didn't tell you is when he said he had his first BJ, what it stands for is bestiality job.
That still raises questions.
Yeah, probably more than it answers.
That's it. Diocese.
Diocese.
Diocese or diocese?
Diocese, I think.
So that happened, and it meant that our lovely little church was then being looked after by a much bigger church down the road. And it sounded like this was a good thing to happen because otherwise the church would be empty for too long and then it would fall into disrepair, and then the council can put a bid in for it and then knock it down. I don't know.
We need to work out how we can get Reverend as a Thane, and then on the Sundays we can have the Church of Liam.
No.
Think of the stained glass windows we can get made. The Church of Liam, not a cult. I'm into it. Anyway, you wonderful and sexual and beautiful human beings, and a reverend. Thank you so much, all of you, for hanging out to I don't run any churches, but I have performed a half dozen marriages. Oh.
I have another question for Chris. Why do you think personally there are so few reverends now?
This is what happens, right? So Luce is like, we finish at 9. We always finish at 9. And then someone turns up in chat who she's really interested in, and that goes out the fucking window. Can we wear pointy hats? No. I nearly became a priest. I bet you did.
And I know it's because religion isn't as popular as it was before. But is that the only reason that, or?
I think there's so few priests for a number of reasons as well, though, right? Part of it will be church-based reputation.
Oh.
Part of it will be it's not a trendy career choice anymore. I'm not sure if it was ever really trendy, but you know what I mean.
I always see it as very
I would
wholesome.
imagine it's not a particular, and people. We unfortunately live in a world now where material possessions are priority number one to the majority of people. I would imagine, rather than potentially career fulfillment, for example, I'd imagine that as a job, it probably doesn't pay a fortune. A lot of it will be in the reward you get for doing that job.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? And I feel like for a lot of people that is no longer important. How can I make as much money as possible so I can buy X, Y, and Z?
Mm.
And so rather than looking at career satisfaction and vocational enjoyment, potentially, they're like, I want to make more money. And I would imagine it doesn't pay incredibly well. So I'd guess that's got a big thing. When people are going for career choices, it pays peanuts.
It does. There was someone on the radio months ago, I think it was a Jeremy Vine thing, and they were saying about vicars being paid more, and the outrage was you get paid loads. And then this vicar's wife rang up and she was in tears saying that it's almost, she compared it to working like a farmer, that the farmer actually doesn't take a wage.
Yeah,
it's like they're on the bare bones.
Pay the bills, but they do it for the love of the job, essentially. And I think there's a lot. Unfortunately, think there's a lot less of that now. There's a lot less in the world in general of doing it for the love of the job.
Yeah.
I'm lucky. We get to do this, and I do it for the love of the job. I'm very lucky in that respect. But I think children growing up and stuff nowadays, let's be real. For the majority of kids growing up nowadays, how many are you ever going to hear say, "I want to be a reverend or a vicar"? No one's going to say that, really.
I think it's one of those hidden jobs that whenever you have a career day at school, because everybody knows a reverend because the church is in your neighbourhood and you kind of know the reverend because you see them about. But no one's ever related to them to bring them to career day.
So I think if you think about the guy who married us, right?
Yeah.
He was a BT engineer.
Yeah, he was.
And then switched.
Yeah.
So I feel like that wasn't I'm choosing this as a kid growing up as a career choice. That was I feel there's this calling I have. I'm off. I'm going to go and do this.
He was fascinating.
He was incredible.
What was his name?
Richard.
That's it.
And
who was the one that was supposed to marry us?
Michael.
Yeah.
Yes.
He was wild.
Yeah, he was wild. So Richard was like, I got to this point in my life and I wanted to go and do this thing.
Yeah.
Right? And off he went. Now, I think that nowadays, if people had, this sounds awful, but I think nowadays if people had that same calling at that same stage in their life, unless they've been particularly good at making money up until that point, I've got this calling. How much is it going to pay? I can't afford my bills.
That must be really tough to choose between a calling and the reality of... Because
how expensive has life got in the last 5 years?
Yeah.
Life has got turbo expensive.
The reverend and vicar and priest issue, that's not 5 years old. That's many
Stu, thank you for
old.
5 gifted memberships. You beautiful human being. What a legend. 1, 4, 3. Thank you so much, man. What a hero. I commend your dedication. Yeah, 100%. Absolutely. I'll be straight up with you, Chris. I've said this on stream before, so this isn't news. I'm not a religious person at all. I've been to church before, but I'm not religious.
I went to church when we first lived in Greater London because I was feeling quite lost. Had moved out of my family home to run my own home. There was no interim of being a university student and kind of finding myself as they do now. None of that. I was feeling a bit lost, and I found this really lovely clapped out church. It was probably one stiff breeze away from falling down. I adored it. And I was really put off by it because an elderly couple driving down the road heading up to church stopped and offered me a lift. And when I said no thank you, I got a bollocking saying it's very unchristian of me to refuse help. So I bloody got in the car, didn't I? And I was saying to myself all the way up to the church, I've just gotten into a stranger's car because I don't want to be...
Offensive.
Yeah, offensive or rude. And then they did the whole, sit next to us at the front. Oh no!
Yeah.
No.
It's
I'm
weird.
going at the back.
I've been on occasion if I felt like I needed somewhere quiet to go and sit and
Yeah.
But I haven't really been very commonly. I'm not a religious person typically. I've read the Bible a long time ago, but I'm genuinely a little sad that the church in this country at least seems to be dying.
Well, the
And I say that it seems like it's an ironic thing to say for a person who doesn't go, but
So here's my take on it. Anytime I've sat in church, the people delivering the sermon have been living, breathing, so energetic, so the word of Christ and all of that. And you really are watching them going, oh wow, they're like, whatever go-go juice they're having in the morning, I need some of that. Look at them go. So they don't necessarily need help capturing an audience because the audience are already kind of buying into it. Sorry, Chris, that sounds awful. But they're already there. So I think it's maybe a generational thing.
maybe
That we're just not... Because my dad used to go to church all the time. He went to a Church of England school.
Yeah, see, my parents never did.
But as soon as he left school, I think he stopped going to church.
My parents used to go to church for weddings and christenings. That's it.
And the vicar that was in charge of the church that was attached to the school, I think, was apparently this terrifying guy who always had some kind of cape on, and he was about 7 feet tall, and I've forgotten his name, but he used to pop round for tea. And Dad said that the Nana cottoned on that he'd pop round around tea time. So there'd be a plate for, here you go, Vicar.
I'm hungry now, actually.
Have some food.
I might make some toast after this. Toast.
But he always had such fun stories. And then he just never had any more once he said he married Mum. But then Mum was Catholic, so...
Yeah.
So that whole thing.
Demogorgon, thank you for 10 more gifted, putting you on 31, you beautiful human being. That puts us over the giveaway threshold. There's a giveaway live chat. I've pinned it. Copy, paste it as it is. T-shirt or one word. You'll be entered in with a chance of winning a giveaway that I'll draw in a couple of minutes. I think we've scared off Chris. He stopped responding now, so... I said, I'm not really a religious person. He went, fuck this, I'm off. No, you can't win it.
Then we roll again.
Well, why enter then? Thankfully, I can just go in here and remove you.
Aww. I don't know why I thought this wouldn't be a hobby that church people would do.
Maybe because of all the death and destruction?
Yeah, I know, but well, it's a game. It's not...
Just building nids. He's a Tyranid player as well, chat. Oh, God.
Don't say that.
Worshipping the four-armed emperor. Oh, God.
No!
What?
Don't say that.
I'm not changing the way I
Chris
fucking
is
speak.
here.
I don't fucking care. If he's watched these before, he's well aware of how I speak.
Do I, Sean?
You got gifted one on this stream.
Did I?
Yeah, but you don't owe one.
That's not the rules.
No, it is the rules. We stopped those rules ages ago. If you owe a gifted, you also owe at least 3 lots of loose hopes.
I will gift on Wednesday.
You can't just change the rules like that. Like to wipe out humans. Wow. You've got approximately... Should we go 60 seconds for the giveaway?
Yeah.
You ready? 60 seconds and I'm drawing the giveaway.
I was even in a church choir when I was growing up.
I'm sure you were.
Very briefly.
Yeah.
I didn't like the gowns. They used to itch my neck. I'd come home with a huge rash where the collar would sit.
let them get their t-shirts in before it gets to 60. Then I'll click the button and we'll go to get some supper and then bed. Back to the gym in the morning. I've got an afternoon of Joe.
Our church up the road does a really lovely little youth club thing, but the room's too busy and the boys can't cope. But
7,
it's £1
8
for your kids
9,
to go
click.
for like 2 hours.
Look at that. I know what you did last roll. Gifted a membership, became a member, and said, been wanting support for ages, finally got some extra bucks this time round because I did some overtime, so I've become a member, and has then just won a t-shirt.
Nice.
Look at that.
Would you say that's the Emperor's work?
I would say that's, yeah. I would say that's fair. That's what you get, look. Did the package arrive today, Liam? Yes. Yeah, it's by the front door to go to the studio tomorrow. I need to take it to the studio tomorrow. And I need, depending on the weather tomorrow, it depends whether I want to take a bike over or the car over. And I'll probably be the car. But I might take the bike because I haven't had it out for a while because the weather's been so turbo. So it's at the back door, ready to go. Holy frack. DM me on Discord, my dude. Get on Discord, send me a DM. And then at some point, probably Wednesday morning, I'll sort you out discount codes. What happens is you go to our Shopify page, liamdempsey.store, go to the page, pick the t-shirt, add it to checkout, apply your discount codes. You'll pay for your own shipping, but the discount code wipes out the complete cost of the t-shirt. So the cost of the t-shirt will go to 0, right? You get yourself a t-shirt. And you can get to pick any of the graphical print ones that we have. So Lictor, or Bully Boys, or any of the ones you want. You can have any of them, all right? Cool. Anyway, we are now 15 minutes over stream. What a stream it's been. We've sat at consistently for most of the stream over 200 people watching on Monday. And I got told recently, you should be hobbying on your hobby stream. Like, well, no, there's more people watching. So I'm just going to lean into doing what I want to do and just enjoying myself. Apparently, that's more appealing for people. So thank you so much for hanging out today, you wonderful human beings. If you're a grey name and you want to get more involved, !member, come and join us. So you can click the join button on the front of the channel. Check out the links in the description below. Also includes all of our sponsors as well. Typically, I'm waiting for my discount code to come through for Nidhogg and Mead as well. Otherwise, all of our sponsors listed below. So support the channels, support the companies that support us is what I like to tell people because I think that's the nicest way of putting it. Big shout out to all you people that have super chatted tonight and gifted 153 gifted memberships. Big shout out to to Demogorgon for his 31 and to Roland Bain for his 50. There we go. That's more like it. You people are amazing. Thank you so much. You beautiful human beings. I love you dearly. Thanks for hanging out tonight in general. But tomorrow we're back with 2 more streams. So at 1:30 we have the Liam and Joe show. And then in the evening we've got a live game of Age of Sigmar. And Joe is going to be playing Fire Slayers, which he really doesn't want to do. But he's going to be playing Fire Slayers because you got paid for it. So you get to come and join us tomorrow night for Fire Slayers versus something. I haven't decided exactly yet what I'm going to be doing, but something. So get to look after that one tomorrow. Look forward to that one. Words. Look forward to that one tomorrow. We're back on Wednesday night with the 40k show back here. Not the 40k show, the Warhammer show. Thursday goes back to Liam and Joe show. A live game of 40k. Got a special guest in the studio on Thursday night. And then Friday we're back for 40k After Dark. Back on my sour cherry mead, which I fucking love. Anything you want to say before we go?
Nope.
Anyone want to say anything to the Reverend?
Have a good night.
Okay, there you go. That's it. You lot are amazing. Just banged into my desk. You lot are amazing. Thank you so much for hanging out. Hopefully we'll see you on the Liam and Joe show tomorrow. If not, we'll see you in the next one.